I'm ready to start my orientation for my narrative. So I'm going to set up my page now. Usually I would write a title first up the top here, but I think I'm going to wait till I continue writing for my title, because you can always think of a really good title a bit later. But I should have my date at the top. So now I'm going to be writing in pen. You should be writing in pencil. So 19th of the 5th, because it's the 5th month, which is May, and 2020. So I've got my date. All right, now I'm going to look at my plan. My characters, I've got Johnny. Johnny's going to be my main character, Leah and Mario. Okay, and my setting, Johnny's house. So it's going to start off in Johnny's house. Now, I want to make it sizzle. I don't want to start with one day. I feel like starting with one day can be really boring. So I want to start with a sound. I want to make it a sizzling start. So Johnny's going to be playing his PlayStation. He's playing Super Mario. Some of the sounds that I remember on Super Mario was when Mario bounced. So I'm going to start with the bounce sound. Boing, boing. You know that sound that it makes? Boing, boing. And then Mario can say, "It's a me, Mario." I think that's a pretty catchy, sizzling start. Boing, boing. It's a me, Mario. Now I need to make it clear who my character is. So I'm going to mention my main character now. Johnny was at... Now I've run out of space there, so now I'm going to go to my next line. Johnny was at home playing Super Mario on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation. Full stop, because that's the end of my sentence. I'm at capital letters at the start. That needed a capital letter anyway, because it's a name, Johnny. Full stop at the end. Was at home, and I've mentioned my setting already, at home, and I've mentioned my main character, Johnny. Okay, so the reader already knows now straight away who the main character is. I'm going to write I'm going to make the character talk now, because in your narratives you can make a character talk. So I think Lee is going to come in and say something now. So I'm going to open my talking marks, because that's what the talking marks look like. Opened them up. You are so good at this game, Johnny. Okay, I'm going to close the talking marks. Said his 5-year-old sister Leah. Full stop. And then she's going to talk a bit more. Can I play next? That's a question, so it needs a question mark. And she stopped talking now. So close the talking marks. Can I play next? She asked. Could have written said again, but it gets a bit boring when you keep writing said. I thought I'd write asked this time. All right, so let's have a look. This is my orientation. It's just the beginning, and it should have a sizzling start. It should mention my main character, and it should mention the setting. Let's see if it does that. Boing, boing, it's a me, Mario. Johnny was at home playing Super Mario on the PlayStation. You are so good at this game, Johnny, said his 5-year-old sister Leah. Can I play next? She asked. Okay, so that's my beginning. My next part is going to be where I introduce the main problem of my story. So if you're up to your main problem and you want to see how I write mine, you can click on the next video where I write what the main problem is in the story. And that's going to be, I'm going to look at my plan for that. So that is, what did I put on my plan yesterday? Johnny is playing Super Mario, then gets sucked into the PlayStation, and he ends up in Mario World. I'm going to write that down next. So watch the next video if you want to see that. You need to go and write your orientation now to your story. Looking forward to reading it.